I was going to show you something here on the homestead that we're doing is pest control. And one of the pests we have is flies. And I put this thing up yesterday, and I want you to look at the flies that thing is getting. Now these things stink, so you want to put them away from your place a little bit. But I've gotten 2 of them up, and the flies are just thick on them. We also have mosquito problems, so I put one of these, I've had these before, but this kills a lot of bugs, and it also zaps the mosquitoes. It's got a little attractant cartridge thing that puts out a smell stuff, but they like that light too, and at night they'll just be swarming around that thing, and that helps get rid of a lot of bugs, and especially gnats. We have sometimes get gnats out here. That's a problem. And I also put this thing up. This is a mosquito deal. I've got 2 of these out, and you can follow the instructions, what it tells you to do. You put water in it, shake it up, hang it like that, and it seems like since I've put them out that the mosquitoes have not been all that bad. I've got purple martins houses up here, and they're supposed to help take care of your mosquitoes. But I guess I don't have enough of them. And sometimes this power line will be full of purple martins. I guess during the day they go out doing their thing. But another problem we have is Japanese beetles. And by the way, none of this stuff, these bug stuff, we aren't sponsored by any of them. It's just ways that we've come up with to do. But we have these old Japanese beetle things that come up. They look like ladybugs, and they eat on your plants. So we decided this year to try to get rid of them. Now, if one of the companies that I'm using your stuff here, or a company maybe I'm not, if you want to sponsor me, send it on here and I'll give you a video reference to it. But anyway, this thing here is working, and it has a bunch of Japanese beetles down in there. Look at that. There is a bunch of them that have, they're attracted. There's a attractant deal right here you put in there, and then they go down, and it actually smells good. This thing does. It's got a decent fragrance. But Josie had some flowers over here that these cannas and the beetles were all over these things, she said, and eating them up. And you can see there is some leaf damage where they've ate on the leaves and stuff. Well, that thing has made a dent in these beetles, and I know some say you can use milky spore, and we may do that also to put on the ground to kill the live ones. But if you can get the I don't see any on these now. I think that stuff has drawn them away from this cannas here, and but I didn't want them on my grapes and all that stuff, and we have some every year getting on our grapes and things. They've never really done a bunch of damage, but they sure could. Here's our strawberry bed that when we planted most of these this spring, I've got videos on, but we keep getting strawberries out of them, and these are very delicious strawberries. These are all-stars. They're June bearing strawberry, and next year we ought to be able to do a whole lot better than we have this year. And they're making some runners, so I need to take these runners and plant where I don't have strawberries and get me some for next year. But there's a pretty little runner that's run out there. But anyway, we're trying to keep the bugs down and pests down, and so we put a screen over our strawberries to keep the birds out, because I like the birds. We have a lot of birds here, and especially scissor-tail flycatchers. That's the Oklahoma bird, and I need to study up on what attracts them. I've studied, you know, finches and stuff like that, and done things to attract them, but I'd like to see more. We have the scissor-tails come in here, but if I could help them a little bit more, I would. Now this is gross, I know, but there's another one of them fly bags, and I want you to look at all the flies in that thing and down inside. I mean, it's nasty and gross. Don't mean to gross you out. Some people are really sickening by that stuff, but trying to keep the flies down is quite a challenge here on the homestead. And so to give you some ideas you could do if you were interested in it or having fly problems, Josie's got her some flowers here coming up, and most of these are just voluntary. I guess they all are from last year, just from seeds that was left in here, and she's trying to get the grass out, but it's hard to do that without pulling up the plants. But the plants to keep growing, these zinnias and coxcombs are called, and I don't know what these one things here are. And we've had some sunflowers here, but we keep getting storms and it would break them off. And finally this bush looks like it's going to live and survive. But anyway, I got to get out here and feed the birds. And my chickens don't look real pretty right now, or the turkeys. They're all kind of molting. But and these turkeys have been fighting. But anyway, these toms here, they're probably gonna get to go to freezer camp eventually. I got 2 hen turkeys here, and I set them on chicken eggs, and they hatched off one little baby chicken, and they weren't very good setters, but they hatched off one little baby chick, and it squeezes through the fence and goes other places, and it's right over there. You just can't probably see it here on the film, but anyway, everything's kind of noisy around. I've got a few extra roosters that are out here, and I gonna have to butcher some of these roosters. And oh, get back. So noisy you can't even hardly hear yourself think. One thing I like to do is come out in the mornings, and when I'm feeding the chickens and everything, they all get wound up when it's morning time, but because it's feeding time, is to look at the garden. I've been doing a weekly video trying to of the garden, let you know what it, keep it updated on what it looks like, and it's quite a challenge to keep it all going, but it looks like we're going to have a good garden this year. Tomatoes are coming along and really growing. This warm weather has really caused them to shoot up there and start doing good.